Quick demo of what we're building here. This is a 1-button timer. The turns are set to 10 seconds. Just to make this video shorter, I'm going to hit the button. Turn has started. And that means your turn is over. Press the button again, start the next turn. And if I am done with my turn, I can just start the timer again. And so the little beeps means that a new turn has started. That your turn is over. And that is this project in the Google AIY Voice Kit. Do your friends or family take forever when it's their turn on game night? I'm on a mission to end slow game nights, and that's why I created the Game Night Timer, a DIY 1-button turn timer. Press the button, your turn ends, the next player's countdown begins. I've already done this project with a Raspberry Pi, some LEDs, a buzzer, a button, Bluetooth speaker, and an LCD screen. If you missed those videos, I'll leave a link in the description so you can check them out. In this episode, we're building the Game Night Timer with the Google AIY Voice Kit version 1. This kit was originally designed for voice recognition, but we're repurposing it or hacking it for game night with its built-in button, speaker, and LED. The kit becomes your all-in-one enclosure. Just add your Raspberry Pi 3, load up the code, and you'll have a self-contained timer that lights up, counts down, and plays sound when a turn is over. I'll also create and enable a service to automatically run the code on startup. Now, if you're watching this in 2025, stay tuned till the end for details on how you can win this discontinued AIY Voice Kit. In this version, we're going to play tones through the speaker for the countdown and alerts. And if you want to take this project a step further, stay tuned because in the next video, we'll use the microphone in this AIY kit to record our own custom audio announcements for the timer. Now let's get started. We are going to use our Raspberry Pi 3. I've already formatted my MicroSD card, and I've got a power cable, and you'll need all the other peripherals. We are getting out my AIY Voice Kit version 1, and here it is, and we're going to do an unboxing. And we've got a AIY Projects, and it's intended to be used with a Raspberry Pi 3 Model B. It's got a nice button here, cables, voice hat. Here's my voice hat, and here's the microphone. Put together in the AIY kit. I have it plugged in, powered on. Let's start by formatting our microSD card. Now, I usually don't go over this step because I've already covered it in a previous video, but on this one for the AIY kit, I'm going to choose Raspberry Pi 3, but for operating system, I'm going to choose a legacy 32-bit Debian Bullseye. I am not going to choose the current Raspberry Pi OS, Bookworm, 64-bit or 32-bit. I am choosing our legacy 32-bit, which is Bullseye. I'm going to choose that one, and that is the version I am working from. I did try this project with the Bookworm version. It was super slow, and I think it just eventually died, so that's why I'm going with the Bullseye legacy version. Now we are working from the legacy Bullseye version of the Raspberry Pi. I'm going to open up a web browser and go over to my GitHub page where I have all the code and the commands and the information stored. I'm also going to open up a terminal as well. And the first thing I like to do is to do an upgrade. And I'll copy that over and I will paste it and hit enter. And we'll just update that real quick here. And we'll just keep on going down my instructions on my GitHub page. Excellent, everything is upgraded. Now we're going to enable the voice hat. I'm going to copy that and I'm going to paste And I'm not going to sudo reboot just yet. Now, there are two different ways of doing this. I am on legacy. I tried it on the current version of the Raspberry Pi operating system. It didn't work. This command would be different, or using the current version of the Raspberry Pi operating system or not, but I'm using a legacy. So I'm going to hit enter, and now I've enabled the sound card. Next, I need to do a sudo reboot. I'll hit enter. We have rebooted, and now we need to get back to our GitHub repository and our terminal. Before we want to test the speaker, I want to make sure I've selected the AIY Voice Kit now that I've rebooted. So I'm going to go over to volume control. I'm going to right click. I am going to select my sound card. And then this microphone wasn't here before, and it is automatically selected. And then also the volume, I'm going to change it just a little. This next step is a little bit loud. And then we can test the speaker. Warning, this can be a little bit loud. I'm going to hit enter. That was testing out the sound card, so excellent. That means that we have connected our voice hat and our speaker correctly. Okay, next we want to install our libraries. Now, when I did this earlier, it said that I had all the libraries, or I had a newer version of all the libraries. This might be optional, but let's just make sure we have all of the libraries we are going to need. Next, we want to do a git clone of the AIY Projects GitHub page. I'm going to copy that and paste and hit enter. Okay, we have done the git clone. Next, we want to cd, get into that directory we just downloaded. So I'm now in AIY Projects Raspbian. And I'm going to do a sudo pip install. Copy, paste, enter. Excellent. We have completed the install of AIY Projects. I'm going to cd into the main, and I'm going to git clone my repository with my Python files. Copy, paste, enter, git clone game night timer. Now we can go into our file manager, and we now have a new folder called game night timer AIY Voice Kit. Double click on that. And we are going to start out with opening in Genie one-button. And let's see if this button works now. And I'm going to just hit this run button, this paper plane icon. And this window opens up. It says press the AIY button to toggle the LED. There it goes. It's on, off. Toggling the LED. Excellent. Our button works, and the LED inside the button works too. I'm going to hit Control-C to get out of this. And now let's go back to our game night timer. We're going to test the speaker with the button. So I'm going to open this in Genie. This is step 2, speaker. And I'm going to hit the run button. Here's the window. Press the button to toggle the LED. And now it makes a little beeping noise. There's a beep for on, and there's a beep for off. It works. I'm going to hit Control-C to get out of this. We're going to open timer-AIY, and we're going to do this in Genie, of course. And let's run it.
Front, center.
That was a little voice I put in just to see if it's working. Now that I know it's working. And it is counting down. Time is up. So let's press the button again, and it should go into player 2. So 3 beeps is player 2, and then 2 beeps is player 1. So and then that was the end of time. And I'm going to press the button, and then 2 beeps. So player 1 turn again, and then if you, hopefully you can see this, but the light does kind of start glowing and does blink when your time is up. And that is the timer. So I'm going to hit it. Okay, so it started the timer. And then I can always just restart the timer by hitting the button again. So 3 beeps is player 2. Okay, so it started player 2's turn. And then now it started player 1's turn. That is how this project works. Excellent. The turns are set to 10 seconds. The warning is set to 4 seconds, and then it kind of gives you another warning when it gets down to 2 seconds. When you actually do this in real life, you probably want to set these for longer than 10 seconds, probably 60 seconds. a minute and a half, and then change all of these accordingly. So in real life, I would probably change this to 60 seconds, and then 20 seconds, you're gonna get a warning, and then at 5 seconds. So that's how I would actually do this. So you would wanna save this file. And also the other thing is we've got this little helper. I would also take that out. And that is right here, play a very short system test tone. So I would delete this so that it doesn't say hello, front, center every time it starts. Delete that out. That's how I would save and run the file. Now we are going to run the timer on boot. First, I'm gonna start by making sure that the audio is in my username, and my username is admin. If you want to know what your username is, it's what's in front of @Raspberry-Pi. I am going to do audio, and then I'm going to type in admin because that is my login. I'm going to make my directory. Excellent. And then so now I'm going to copy that file, the actual Python script that makes our timer, into that directory I just made, and then I'm going to chmod it. Enter. Okay, perfect. Now we got to create a system service. So I'm going to right click, paste, enter, and then it's a blank file. So what are we going to put in this file? We're going to put in all the stuff in here. As I noted before, you have to know what your login is, which is what's in front of @Raspberry-Pi. I've copied that. I'm going to go over here and right click and paste. Now where it says your username, and it does say that in 2 different places, I'm going to replace your username with my username. And my username is admin. Control X to exit, Y, enter. Next, we are going to figure out what card number we're using. So I'm going to do this little command, and it should tell me, hey, my Google Voice sound card is card number 1. That's what I needed to learn out of this. I need to note my card number, and I'm going to create a file, and I'm going to replace your card number with the number 1, which is my card number. And I'm going to hit enter. See if that works. Okay, excellent. Now I'm going to restart my ALSA sudo system CTL restart. We're going to test the audio, and we're going to do that with this sudo command, and it's going to play this test file. And in order to get it to work, once again, your username, you need to change that. Mine is admin, and let's see if this plays.
Front, center.
That was the trial wave file. Now let's enable and start the service. First, I want to daemon reload. All right, copy that. And then I'm going to enable my service. And then I'm going to start my service. Daemon.
Front, center.
I think it's working now. Start. Now let's take a look at the status. Okay, it is running. It's active and running. Okay, let's press the button, see what happens. Okay, there it is. Now it has lit up and it is counting down. And for my final demo here, you simply just plug it in now. You don't need the monitor and the mouse. Plug that in, make sure it is blinking, it is on. And in a few minutes, it should boot up and we can start using it.
Front, center.
Now I know it's ready to go. I'll hit the button. Okay. There we go. Start counting down. And there it is. That's turn 1. Press the button. And that's the Game Night Timer, powered by the Google AIY Voice Kit version 1, a complete all-in-one build with button, LED, and speaker, all housed inside this kit's cardboard enclosure. No extra wiring or 3D printed case needed. You just need your Raspberry Pi 3 and you're ready to keep game night moving. And if you thought tones were fun, in the next video, we'll use the AIY Kit's microphone to record custom audio announcements for the Game Night Timer, so don't miss it. If you're watching this in 2025, I'm giving away 3 AIY Voice Kit version 1s, one each in September, October, and November. The Raspberry Pi 3 is required, but not included, and the giveaway is in the US only. To enter, comment on the game your friends or family take too long to play and fill out the entry form in the description linked. I'll be announcing the winners live on my channel. Thanks for watching, and may your game nights be faster and more fun.